Hey guys, welcome to Quality Shot Tennis. I'm Anthony. Today we're going to be watching the match in the Geneva Open quarterfinal between Casper RUUD and Nicolas JARRY. It is RUUD serving to start us off. Hey guys, welcome to the live. Welcome in. RUUD serves down the middle. JARRY hits the Casper's backhand. Casper hits it long. Casper's backhand still not where he wants to be. Still a weaker shot. And JARRY's going to want to take advantage with that. He has a pretty good forehand, so he'll want to try to hit it over there to that shot. All right, love 30 for JARRY. Could be an early start here. First serve into the net. All right, first serve down the middle. JARRY backhand to Casper's forehand. JARRY back to Casper's forehand. Casper unloading on a forehand, inside in for a winner. Yeah, Casper has the heavy RPMs on forehand. Very heavy, solid shot from RUUD. So, I mean, we all know that. He has a great forehand. Probably one of the best on tour, if we're being honest. Just very effective shot. Can do a lot with it. All right, 15-30. RUUD hits a serve out wide for a winner. Yeah, so we were supposed to do the Feast versus Auger-Aliassime match earlier. I was supposed to commentate, but Auger-Aliassime withdrew from that match. Feast is into the semifinals by a walkover. So unfortunately, we couldn't do that one, but decided to try to do a RUUD stream anyway. And RUUD hits a winner, 40-30. RUUD got behind early, but he's getting back this game. Now it looks like he's going to hold, so nothing too worrying here at the start, I would say. All right, RUUD serves to the body. Big backhand, laid up like a lob, up high. Backhand long from JARRY. Alcaraz Musetti / Nori would be a match. Alcaraz Shapo could also entertain us. Tsitsipas FA is good, 4th round. Tsitsipas Isner, yeah. There's a lot of great matches. I mean, you mentioned Alcaraz Musetti. I mean, that was that great match in where was that last year? I think Hamburg in the final, where I mean that was incredible. I mean, people kept saying like Musetti wasn't a good finisher. He got nervous in big matches, obviously against Djokovic at the French Open 2021, etc. But he finished it off against Alcaraz, even though he blew a championship point in the second set. So that was a great match. If we see that again at RG, then that could be a test for Alcaraz. He'll know that he lost that big final, so he could always lose another match. And yeah, there's tons of good matches. Do you think with RUUD's weaker backhand compared to other top players, he can win major tournaments? Yeah, he's going to have to keep improving on that shot. I felt like we saw a lot of improvement towards the end of last year with that shot. Definitely was getting way better depth on it. Wasn't as much as a gaping weakness. But this year, it's kind of reverted back, and we see that in his results. He's not getting the depth on it. JARRY hits a forehand cross inside out for a winner. It's just a weak shot for him. It's probably the worst backhand in the top 10 or 15 in the world. So RUUD is going to have to improve that shot if he wants to win majors. But listen, I think RUUD's a talented guy, solid guy. I'll probably get more into that later. I'm personally very high on RUUD, and I think that he can have big results. He can be a consistent guy at the top, but that's a shot he's definitely going to have to improve. No ins or outs. All right, 30 love for JARRY. RUUD preparing to return. Big serve out wide. Had a little bit of kick on it. RUUD just couldn't get up high to it. All right, big serve down the line from JARRY. RUUD forehand return pops up for a JARRY forehand. Forehand to Casper's forehand. Casper hits it wide. Wide out the doubles alley. We're not playing doubles. RUUD hits it out. We're at 1-1. Why do players struggle with backhands? Yeah, I mean, everybody has certain shots they're good at, they're bad at. Obviously, a lot of players struggle with backhands and compared to forehands. And yeah, I mean, it's hard to say really why. It's I mean, a lot of players are also you know, that you have to get that strength on the left hand to really hit the shot. And yeah, I mean, on the forehand where you can just have the shot that you're best at hitting, like just having one shot, like if you're right-handed, just having the right hand on the forehand, just a single-handed forehand. On the back end, you have two hands, you have to work with that, or you have a one-hander, but there are different challenges that come with that too. So I would accustom a lot of it to that. You really have to make sure that both hands are working well for the shot oftentimes, and I think that's why it can have struggles. And like I said, one-handers have their own struggles as well. So yeah, I would accustom to that, but some players have better backhands than they have forehands. It just depends. But yeah, I would accustom it to that, but yeah, it's hard to say, really. I think that was a double fault from RUUD. Once again, goes down love 30. Yeah, some people have strengths that are weaknesses for others. Some people have weaknesses that are strengths for other people. But backhand seems to be a big one. RUUD ready to serve. Long extended service motion. JARRY stretches for the return, but hits it long. 15-30 for RUUD. Yeah, and I'll get more to the French Open draw questions. Maybe at the break between games. I have a little bit of time to talk about. There's a lot of exciting stuff happening in that draw. First serve into the net from Casper. Serve is also a big place that Casper needs to improve. For all the things I think he does well, his serve is definitely one that could use improvement as well. All right, second serve to JARRY's backhand, but JARRY hits it in the net. You tell me, Osama. that's why we're watching. I don't know either. And let me know if I butchered your name too. Can't get everyone's right, but yeah, we'll see. RUUD's the favorite, but JARRY's been playing great this year. All right, JARRY gets down low for a backhand. Casper's backhand, forehand, big forehand to RUUD on a squash shot, but it goes into the net. Squash shot dips low, just can't go over. Hits the center of the net. I personally really enjoy watching RUUD play. I know a lot of people say he's boring. They say this, they say that, but man, I'd be hard pressed to say if somebody can't see that he's very creative on court and very talented. JARRY hits it long. He's not the flashiest player. He's no Gael Monfils like diving and stuff on court. Nobody should pretend he is, but he's exciting. He's exciting in his own right, I think. I personally really like Casper and the game that he brings, what he brings to the court. Think he's very solid, very effective. And yeah, I think he'll be around for a while. All right, big kick serve to the middle. Big forehand out wide to the ad side. Backhand rally. Backhand down the line from JARRY. Big backhand. JARRY comes in. Oh, just long. He missed it. Good opportunity there from JARRY. He scooped it up, scooped the shot up, but he just missed it. He had good momentum in that rally. He had a great backhand down the line, but it just wasn't enough. And Casper this time got the squash shot in. JARRY hits it. JARRY hits it long. All right. JARRY backhand down the line. Hits it really big. No way Casper could touch that one. That one was crazy from JARRY. And we're back to deuce. You just saw the dirt fly up. That's how fast he hit that shot. JARRY is a tall guy, 6'6" guy. Very, very tall guy, but you know, he can hit it well from the ground too. Don't think he's just this big server type. He's really kind of, dare I say, a little bit deceiving in that way. He's great on the ground strokes. All right, big serve down the middle. RUUD backhand to JARRY's backhand. Backhand cross from JARRY, runs to the deuce side, and goes for a down the line winner, but he just can't get it. JARRY's trying to end these rallies a bit early. Obviously, RUUD really likes the rallying, but it seems like JARRY is really trying to end these rallies pretty early, and that might be good for him. Just because I know that RUUD will be happier trying to rally it out, but I think that JARRY might want to try to extend a little bit more because he's missed a few of those shots too, kind of like unforced errors. Even if they were like maybe good ideas, but he's just missing them right now, so I'm just not sure. All right, add in RUUD, vantage RUUD. Kick serve down the middle, a lot of down the middle serves. Forehand inside in from JARRY, and another forehand goes wide from RUUD. Back to deuce. No, I'm from America. Yeah, from Georgia, down here in America, near Atlanta, Georgia. So I want to visit the UK though. Wimbledon's my favorite tournament of the whole year. I love the tournaments that you'll have over there, or that they have over there in the UK. But yeah, no, I'm from America. All right. Big backhand down the middle, RUUD forehand, again kind of down the middle, backhand to Casper's backhand. Casper gets around that shot, big slice down the line. JARRY hits around it, runs to net, slice backhand from RUUD, but it's just a nothing shot. He didn't have anything on that. It just floated right up to JARRY, and it's an easy put away. Add out. Hey, Manor. Hey, how's it going? What's up? Happy to see you back on stream. Yeah, happy holidays. Yeah. All of that. All right, break point for JARRY. JARRY hits it long on the return. Serve down the line. JARRY extended for that shot, but hits it long. RUUD goes for a kick serve, but just missed it wide, I think. Just wide. Just wide. But it's a good attempt. RUUD has a good kick serve. He can get high on the kick. He doesn't have as good serve just going full out power, but he has the kick. Ooh, big forehand down line from RUUD. That's what he needed. All right, advantage for RUUD. First serve of the net from RUUD. Ooh, big kick serve out wide, and JARRY can't get to it. Reaches for it with a one-hander, but he can't get it. I think if RUUD showed more emotion, people would connect with him more. It's definitely possible. I think you're onto something. I think that a lot of people enjoy the players that have obvious edge to them, that are kind of showing emotion on the court, and that are like, I don't know if taking risks is the right word, but like really kind of like, going for it and like really showing who he is. I do feel he's a genuine guy, but that's just not really the way he operates. I feel like a lot of people do have a hard time connecting with him due to that. I think he's a funny guy, genuine guy, but I think you're onto something. I think him winning a big title would definitely help also to improve his star power as well, like for people to really kind of be like, see him as a bigger like star and force in tennis, not just like as a player, but like, we see Roger Federer, Rafa Nadal, Novak Djokovic. Like all these guys are really good, but they're also huge stars with millions and millions of fans, and RUUD has fans. But I think a big title and showing emotion would help. But everybody is a different personality, and I like RUUD for who he is, but I definitely see where you're getting at. Yeah, thank you, Centric. Yeah, just starting out, but yeah, I'm glad you appreciate the content so far. Rublev is screwed. He's got Laszlo Djere, who's equally powerful than Kaz Karentin Mute. Yeah, Rublev's got a tough draw. I mean, honestly, we're looking for him to get past a quarterfinal. He draws Novak Djokovic, and yeah, some of the other guys you mentioned are very tough. Humbert is a guy who's doing really well. He's the closest guy. He's the highest ranked unseeded player in the event. Just recently, he was ranked like outside the top 80. Yeah, Rublev has a tough draw. RUUD has the easiest draw qualifier, than Bublik, then Van de Zandschulp, then Paul. Yeah, RUUD's got a good draw. I'd be interested in that RUUD-Rune rematch. All right, RUUD hits a backhand into the net, and we're at 15 love for JARRY. JARRY bouncing the ball. All right, big serve into the body. Oh, he missed it. Okay, second serve. Big kick serve out wide on the second serve, and RUUD reaches up, hits it right into the net. JARRY's got a very, very high ball toss. I can imagine having a ball toss like that. It's crazy. I mean, I would always worry that the wind's going to blow it away or something. Toss it like 6 feet in the air. Backhand to RUUD's forehand. RUUD kind of runs around it. Back into the outside. RUUD slices with a backhand. Back behind Casper, which is great. Smash. JARRY puts it away. JARRY has a solid smash. Great extension on that shot. And RUUD couldn't do it. But you saw RUUD's creativity in that point. He's a very creative player. He likes the slices. He does all of that. He's very, at his best, he's very effective. It just point in, point out, shot in, shot out. He has that effectiveness, but it's just not really there this year. He's just as creative, but it's just not really working. The depth on his shots aren't there. He got it back a little bit in Rome. He played a fantastic semifinal against Rune, at least for the first part of that match, but his confidence just isn't there. And Rune is very tough recently. And in general. Rune, a very tough player. Okay, we're at 2-all. All right, Jarry return down the line, but missed it long. 15 love for RUUD. RUUD reminds me of Ferrer in some ways. Yeah, I like that comparison. He's pretty much like Ferrer. Very hard worker, just gets it done, very solid, maximizes his game to the most. Like I said, a hard worker, just effective. Yeah, I think he's a lot like Ferrer. Very fun to watch on hard courts, how he tries to adapt his game, but obviously his best game is on the clay. Yeah, Sean, I think that's a good one for sure. Ferrer's a good comparison. 30 love for RUUD. Big kick serve out wide for an ace. RUUD will be happy whenever he's able to to get an ace. He'll take it with open arms for sure. It was a good serve from RUUD. Big kick serve goes long from Casper. Forehand down the line from RUUD. Backhand from JARRY comes in and hits it behind Casper. Casper can get it. Great point there. Very good rally. Fun rally, creative shots. Short one, but a fun one. JARRY's trying to make something happen on these return games. He wants to be able to say that he found a hole inside of RUUD's service games. I think that's going to be a key for him in this match, if he can get any rhythm on RUUD's serve. RUUD is hitting a lot down into the body. That's obviously a strategy going in. And it makes sense. With that height, it's hard to get out of the way of the ball for sure. Especially if you're hitting it a little bit more to the backhand. I think that's a good play from RUUD. Yeah, JARRY hits a backhand to the net. RUUD 3-2. Could you explain the points breakup for ATP 250? I don't know it by hand, but I know that the second place has somewhere upwards from 160 to 180. I think it's like 160 points for the runner-up. And then from there, it's like 120 for semifinalists or something like that. I don't know it offhand, but there's a good chart online for all the different points for 250. But for the runner-up, they got like something like 160 or something like that. Which is still great points, especially for a lot of the players that get into 250s. I mean, at the start, it's a lot like 10 points, 20 points. It's not a whole lot. But as you get to the later stages of the event, starts making a big difference for a lot of the players in 250s. When you see a player that's below like 40 or 50 in the world get to a quarterfinal of a 250, you already know they're going to have a decent jump in the rankings. So don't underestimate 250 tournaments and the rankings that they give, because there's some decent points at play. I don't know the exact numbers, though. Yeah. So, Sakura got a bad one. I saw a lot of people talking about Swiatek's draw, which is just ridiculous, with Buskova and Rybakina in the semi, Sabalenka in the final, and obviously Krejcikova in the fourth round. Yeah, we'll see how the tournament plays out. A lot of times we talk about the draws early on, the projected draws. We put a lot of weight on that, and then it's like none of that actually comes true, because this is tennis, and tennis is a ridiculous sport. So we just got to wait and see what actually happens, because these draws that everybody's projecting, a lot of it isn't going to come to fruition. We just got to wait and see, but it's fun to talk about. And one match I'm hoping we see is on the men's side, Alcaraz versus Djokovic. And I am hoping that we see some of those. And yeah, Sakura Mukova, that's going to be a crazy first round. That's going to be fun. Downline serve to return Jarry's backhand, backhand to backhand. Jarry runs route, hits a forehand. Jarry forehand inside in, huge forehand. Jarry's hitting the forehand very big. I'm liking what I'm seeing from Jarry so far off the ground. He was hitting a few like unforced errors at the beginning off both sides, but trying to go for a lot. But it was also after about like 5 or 6 shots in the rally. Now I feel like he started to really hone in on his shots and get it to a place where it's much higher percentage. We'll see if he keeps that up. I'm liking what I'm seeing from him. Serve out wide to RUUD's backhand. Jarry hits in the net with his backhand the net from Jarry. So Jarry and RUUD played one time before. They played in the Seoul tournament last year, round 16. RUUD won in 3 sets. Very different event here. So I'm not expecting that to count for all that much. Also, it was a very tight match, and RUUD was in much better form. Honestly, if anything, I think that's great signs that Jarry pulled it to 3 sets, because Jarry's playing better, and RUUD is pretty inarguably playing worse than he was this time last year. So that's good signs for Jarry, that he can play well and confidently against RUUD. But right here, it's 15-30 for 15-30 for RUUD on Jarry's service game. All right, big serve out wide. Jarry comes to net with a forehand, hits right back to RUUD. Oh, but on the stretch, Jarry gets him with a forehand extended outreached volley on the first big pressure point of the match. I mean, sometimes we see those points on the fourth or fifth big pressure point, maybe on a match point or a set point, but that was the first big one, and Jarry hits an insane reach volley. That woke me up. I don't know about you guys, but that woke me up. 30 all. Jarry forehand, inside out. He hits a winner. I feel like a lot of these RUUD shots, even though Jarry's playing great, I feel like a lot of these RUUD shots aren't getting the depth and the height that he would want, and it's allowing Jarry to hit like a lot of these winners. So part of it is Jarry, and hats off to him, but RUUD needs to get better depth and height on his shots. Jarry, big serve out wide, hits it wide and hits it a little bit long as well. Big kick serve out wide to RUUD's backhand. RUUD hits cross court, back into backhand. And big backhand down the line from Jarry, and Jarry has come to play. Jarry's been playing great all year. I mean, I remember earlier in the year, he was like 10-5 on the season. It was like a top 5 win-loss percentage. Something crazy like that. He won a tournament a home tournament down at the Chile Open, won almost nearly every match in 3 sets. It's like third set tiebreakers, coming back from a set down. Crazy run over there. Jarry's been playing great all year. And the highlight match for me was against Alcaraz. He lost that match, but he was up 7-5, 5-5, playing amazing tennis. I think it really helped tire Alcaraz out before his Nori final that he played down in, where was that? Was that Barcelona, Rio? I think it was the Rio Open. And it really tired Alcaraz out. Part of the injury, I'm sure, was the Nori match, but I think part of it was also the Jarry match and other matches he played that week. All right, love 15 for Jarry. Jarry's playing great though, and his results have gone down a little bit since like that first little quarter of the year, but man, he's playing a great ball this year. Best he's ever played for sure. RUUD backhand to Jarry's backhand. We're going backhand to backhand. Both guys seeing if they can make any leeway. We're still going cross court, backhand to backhand. Slice from Jarry, mixed it up, hits in the net. I just feel like Jarry's rally tolerance isn't really there so far. It's not really working for him. He's either going for big shots or slices that he's not particularly comfortable with, I feel like. All right, we're all tied up. 3-3, 15 all. There's 4 possible men. There are 4 possible men that could be number 1 at the end of the French Open. Yeah. That's pretty crazy. I didn't even realize that. If that is, I believe you that that's the case. I didn't know that. That's crazy. I know obviously Alcaraz and Djokovic is a big battle. Both guys made quarterfinals. Tons of points to gain for both of them. That's wild. That's like the US Open last year. I think like 5 guys could be number 1 by the end of the event. We had Medvedev go down from number 1, and then Nadal took his place on the live rankings. Then RUUD jumped up to number 1 on the live rankings, which was like the craziest thing that's ever happened in tennis. It's hilarious. And deserved by RUUD. I mean, he legitimately got to that place, but nobody expected it. And then what else? And then in the final, Alcaraz beats RUUD. Both guys fighting for world number 1. Both guys first time in a major final. Alcaraz gets to number 1. That was like the craziest event. And then Australian Open, again, major final, Tsitsipas and Djokovic both playing a final to get to number 1. It's been a crazy time for men's tennis. All right, big forehand down the line from RUUD, but JARRY hits a big winner across court. Sorry if the scoreboard is a little bit out of whack with the match as well at times. I'm hoping that's not taking away too much from the experience. I think the scoreboard is a little bit ahead. Hopefully for the next match that I commentate, we're going to get that hopefully a bit more synced up. Big backhand from JARRY, but he hits in the doubles alley. Yeah, Nigar, no, I know. Yeah, we'll get that done for the next one, for sure. Alcaraz, Medvedev, Djokovic, and Tsitsipas can be number 1. That'd be crazy if Medvedev regains the number 1 at Roland Garros, wins Rome and Roland Garros back to back. But he did win Rome, so we never know. And yeah, Alcaraz, Djokovic, Tsitsipas, be crazy. I know the 2 guys from there that everybody's going to be looking at is Alcaraz and Djokovic, but it's good to know Medvedev and Tsitsipas are also in with a shot. Tsitsipas only made 4th round last year, lost to Rune, and he plays amazing at Roland Garros. So made the final in 2021. Then I felt like even though he was playing great every other year I saw him, he didn't really perform to how I thought he should have. But that final in 2021 was amazing for those first 2 sets. Why do I feel like Fritz is just another fast player on court, which makes him a top 10 player? His backhand is ridiculously bad. His forehand isn't great either. Shapo is actually better than this guy. I mean, I hear you out, but I think that Fritz is an amazing competitor on court. He really, if you see this guy, he works hard as anybody else. I mean, he's one guy that everybody was like, his movement is compromised. This guy isn't a very good mover. He's not a 6'10" guy. Why isn't he moving very well? Movement is one of the hardest things to improve in tennis. If you don't have it from the get-go just like that, it's going to be hard to improve. Fritz said, you know what? I'm going to buckle down. I'm going to improve my movement. I'm going to improve my backhand. It's still not where he wants it to be, but I think he's getting it better now. And he won Indian Wells, had a great run at Wimbledon last year, nearly took out Nadal, who obviously had won the first 2 majors of the year, was playing amazing. 2-time champion there, Nadal. So I mean I think I'm personally very high on Fritz, and I think he's going to be a player that's going to stick around. Definitely a very big hitter for sure, but I think he's one to keep an eye out for. All these guys work hard to earn their spot, I would say. Sometimes have to look under the surface, but. All right, JARRY serving, love 15, RUUD ahead in this service game. Big serve to Casper's backhand, blocks it back with the one-hander, JARRY in the net. Trouble here for JARRY. Love 30, RUUD. Big ball toss. Hits it down the line, but missed it. It's crazy to me how high he tosses the ball. It's crazy. For the rest of y'all who are watching the match, I mean, I can't believe it. It's like he's trying to reach, like there's something in this above him that he's trying to hit with the ball. It's like you don't have to toss it that high, but everybody has a different ball toss. And I guess it works for him. I don't know. It definitely does. He's gotten to this point. 38 in the world career high. JARRY serve out wide, hits in the net. Another serve out wide. RUUD, for some reason, runs around it with a forehand. Runs back. Oh, hits a great forehand. Cross court, and JARRY hits it long. Really had the great speed to get around that shot. Hit an amazing shot. RUUD is very talented. I mean, like I said it once. I'll say it again. He's not the flashiest player on tour, but this guy can hit shots that very few on tour can hit, and it's not flashy, but he's very creative with it. And that forehand that he just hit to hit around it, most players would have tried to chip it a little bit or give them a little bit more of a high percentage shot. RUUD goes for it, and he went for a forehand cross score, and he made it with ease. Big topspin on that shot to get the height to make it more high percentage as well. Shots that are low percentage for other players are high percentage for RUUD. RUUD hits a kick serve to the middle of the court, and RUUD way behind the baseline. JARRY hits a winner cross court. JARRY hits a backhand. RUUD gets it just off baseline at his feet. Off the forehand, JARRY hits a winner cross court. All right, love 30 for JARRY. JARRY trying to fight back here. That's what I'm saying. Like, he hits it so high, I can't even believe that he can even hit it accurately at all. That's like amazing tossing skills more than anything else, that he can always get it to the right place above his head. It's like, that's crazy. All right, RUUD with the serve, hits in the net. Back in return from JARRY into RUUD's backhand. RUUD runs around with the forehand. JARRY's backhand. Back to RUUD's forehand. Backhand to RUUD's backhand. Backhand goes down the line now from JARRY. JARRY runs around, hits over a shot with the forehand. JARRY backhand. RUUD way out wide. RUUD defending, runs to net. JARRY with the volley, but he hits in the net. He was on the offensive that whole rally, but just couldn't get done at the net. Tsitsipas will be number one if he wins RG. Alcaraz not reaching fourth round, and Medvedev not reaching semifinal. So it depends on those players. Some of the Medvedev not doing well and Alcaraz not getting very far, but you know, it could always happen. Thank you for Maynor for all of the breakdowns. Yeah, Djokovic will be number one if he wins the title or makes the final, and Alcaraz doesn't make the quarters. Yeah, all of those things are good to know for sure going into the event. All right, 30 all cure RUUD, big point. RUUD serving. RUUD serves out wide, but just misses it. Must have been half an inch wide. RUUD bouncing, knows it's a very big point. He wants to just get the set over with, would be big for him. Big kick serve into JARRY's backhand. JARRY hits backhand cross court. RUUD on the defense with a slice. JARRY with a big shot cross court, big forehand, and RUUD's forehand hits the net. We're at a break point here. JARRY still with some life in this set. He doesn't want to finish it just yet. He knows he's been up there with RUUD so far, and he has. He's been up there with RUUD. He's hit some great winners. He's been hitting great shots. You know, RUUD got the break, but JARRY's been playing great. and he doesn't want this to end just yet. All right, break point for JARRY. JARRY backhand to RUUD's forehand. RUUD hits a forehand inside in. JARRY with a squash shot, but it hits the ground. It's deuce for deuce on RUUD service game. All right, deuce. RUUD hits a great serve down the line, and chalk flies up. RUUD's going to be happy with how he served so far. Serve has been fantastic so far, and I might say that's the number one thing that's paid dividends here so far. RUUD's serve has been solid enough, and JARRY hasn't really got a hold into his service game. So, all right, set point for RUUD. Tries for a serve down the line, but he missed it. Wasn't particularly close, but it's forgivable. He's been serving great so far, as I said, so it's all good. RUUD serves out wide. JARRY backhand to Casper's backhand. Big rally, set point. Slice to RUUD. JARRY comes in with a forehand, and RUUD nails him with a pass, and it's 6-3 first set for Casper. Not enough from JARRY. Not quite. All right, let's get to a couple of the comments that I can get at the end there. I understand that Nori is a counter puncher, but so is Runa. Why doesn't Nori's backhand sound as sweet as Runa's? Alcaraz, Sinner, Fa, Nole are a league different. RUUD, Rublev have improved their backhand. I think you're saying Nori's backhand isn't. Yeah, it's just Nori's the structure and stroke production on his backhand isn't as solid as a lot of other players. Good argument that he has the least solid backhand in the top 15. Just statistics would back that up as well. And yeah, here's the big stats for the set. JARRY's serve was actually fantastic, which is not unpredictable. Even better on first serve than RUUD, but RUUD's second serve, he won 68% of the points. He was doing very well on second serve. The kick serves were doing well. JARRY couldn't really get up to him with his backhand. Like I said, his height is a problem with him there in that situation as well. RUUD's serving has been amazing. Try to get to a few of these other stats as well. Get back to the score here. Tsitsipas backhand looks stiff to me, not sure why. Yeah, Tsitsipas can get in a really bad rhythm with the backhand. He has as much as I'm an enthusiast of one-handed backhands, I want them to succeed. I play with a one-handed backhand. One of my favorite tennis player of all time, Roger Federer, he plays with a one-hander. Although probably in my opinion the greatest backhand of all time, Djokovic, he plays with two-hander, but one of my favorite backhands of all time is Federer's, and he plays with a one-hander. I love the one-hander shot, but Tsitsipas just doesn't have the rhythm on it. He can mistime it and start hitting errors off of that shot. It's just not really there for Tsitsipas. Tsitsipas's backhand is just not. He can really start mistiming shots on there. Yeah, Cedric, it's looking like that. Although I wouldn't count JARRY out. For anybody watching, JARRY was right there with him in that set. He was hitting big, got broken once, that paid dividends, but I would at this point I would not be surprised if JARRY makes this a contest and we go like deep in a third set. I also wouldn't be surprised if RUUD finishes in straight sets. But I would not be surprised either way. I'm expecting probably a RUUD straight setter, but I definitely don't think that's at all in the books. JARRY has a shot here. I'll tell you what the win-loss records on the season so far are. JARRY on the season so far, I believe, is at 15-7, which is fantastic. RUUD is at 15 and 10, or I think 16 and 10, which you know, much better for, and that includes this event as well. But before this event, 13 and 7 and 15 and 10 for RUUD. 13-7 win-loss record in 2023 for JARRY, 15-10 for Casper RUUD. JARRY goes for a between the leg shot, 40 love on the first point of the set, but I think RUUD's shot was like a millimeter out, so he didn't even need to do that. Just walks back to his chair. But yeah, so but yeah, I think that JARRY has a shot just because he's been playing such great tennis, but right now it's definitely looked like RUUD has the big momentum. Yeah, so I'm streaming. I'm not in charge of the scoreboard. I'm currently watching this on Tennis TV, and for whatever reason, it's just a little bit behind the Tennis TV. And for the next stream, I'll definitely try to get to Switch more, so that's more like enjoyable, probably watching the screen and watching the match, but or just hearing about the match. But yeah, next time we'll get that more synced up. All right, RUUD serving. RUUD serving to JARRY's backhand to JARRY's forehand. Big forehand from JARRY. JARRY fist bumps to the camp. I could only see he was looking at his side with the one eye, looked very determined. Still feels like he has a shot in this match. So. All right, RUUD on the second serve, 15 all. JARRY extends, big shot on the forehand, but he just hits in the top of the net. RUUD kick serve to JARRY's backhand to backhand now. JARRY backhand down the line. RUUD runs, hits a topspin shot to JARRY's backhand. Again, a backhand from Casper was a nice one. RUUD runs for a forehand. JARRY forehand hits it really deep in the court, but just misses it long. That would have been a great forehand though. Had all the power on it. No way RUUD would have done anything with it, but just missed it. JARRY has interesting extensions on his shots. Like he really extends his arms back on his forehand and his backhand side. I think that's why he likes clay so much. He has the time to hit those shots, but otherwise, I think he could do well on other surfaces as well. I don't see why his game can't adapt to other surfaces. His best one has been clay, but I'd like to see if he can improve that in the future. This year has been the start of a much better playing for him. So I hope he can do better in the future for sure. All right, RUUD standing ready to return. Returns with a slice backhand. JARRY smash. RUUD tries for it. Extends with a one-hander, but somebody in the crowd got the ball. RUUD did not. I think Sinner has a fairly good draw. He's my fave player along with Alcaraz. Yeah, I think Yannick's great. He's probably my top guy. I really am very high on Yannick Sinner. I think he's great. Very talented player, big hitter. Seems like a great personality as well. Sinner's great. Alcaraz is fantastic as well. Really got a lot of people excited about the next era of tennis. Has both of them, really. And Sinner has a great draw. Medvedev has a great draw as well. The worst parts of their draw are when they have to meet each other, really. But that's a good section. They're in a good section and a good half. That's going to be interesting at Roland Garros. I'm so excited for that half to play out. And then Carlos versus Novak on the other side. Either probably Novak against one of those guys, or Carlos against one of those guys in a first major final outside of New York with two young players. Would be awesome to see. But Djokovic is going to be tough to get there. But on that side, I'm very excited for all of those matches to play out. And Sinner, definitely a very good draw. I agree. Jarry gets RUUD with the drop shot. We're at 30 love. Jarry bouncing the ball. Ready to serve. Big toss, way up high, out wide to RUUD's forehand. I think it was wide. Second serve now. Jarry forehand. RUUD runs around to hit a forehand. Jarry slice. RUUD scoops up an amazing topspin forehand down the line. Very skillful shot from Casper. When RUUD's playing like this, he's a tough out. Casper's playing his best tennis of the year, in my opinion. I mean, I'm not just saying in this match, but in Rome, he's played well so far in this event. He's had a good season. Sorry, he hasn't had a very good season. He's had a good last few events so far. It's kind of upped his season so far. All right, Jarry hits it long, trying to get it to Casper's backhand. We're at 30 all. Another chance for RUUD to get a break in one of these sets. That was the difference in the first set. We'll see if RUUD can get it done again here. Jarry serve. RUUD returns with the other side of the racket. You almost never see that, especially on return. That was ridiculous from RUUD. I'm almost like he hit it like you're supposed to hit a backhand like this. He goes like this. Somehow manages it in the court for a lob. Jarry with a little bit of a shout to himself after the point, a little bit of a motivational shout. Jarry hits a let. When ADF gets past Arthur Feast, then I can enjoy the French Open. Arthur Feast, man. I was excited to see that match against Jose Aliassime. I thought he had a good shot anyway. Very talented, promising young player. He deserves to be on everyone's radar. That would be my personal opinion and my personal recommendation to everybody watching in chat right now. Go watch Arthur Feast and have him in your head a little bit as a young player coming up, because some of the shots he can hit just out of nowhere, so skilled, very passionate player as well. He's going to be around for a while. So if you're looking for French tennis to get back on the tracks a little bit, which I personally am, just as a fan of tennis and the history of tennis, and knowing that France once was a dominant country in tennis, I want to see France get back on the heels. And Arthur Feast, for me, he's the front runner of that. So yeah, Fokina, man, Fokina with all the tough draws, these tough losses. Yeah, that's tough for Fokina. Couldn't have asked for a worse first round, really. Wow, Ymir did his Zverev yesterday. Yeah, I mean, big controversial moment yesterday. Yeah, I mean, everybody's been talking about it. Everybody has their own opinions. There's probably blame everywhere. Definitely Ymir, no excuse for lashing out in the way they did. No excuse for that. The umpire obviously probably should have come down to check the mark, but no excuse for what Ymir did. Blame really goes everywhere, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know about comparing it to Zverev. It doesn't really feel appropriate to me to compare moments like that, but you know, yeah, that was a crazy moment yesterday for sure. Both were crazy moments. All right, RUUD ready to serve. RUUD's forehand hits it to JARRY's backhand down the line. RUUD with a forehand to JARRY's backhand. Crazy squash shot from JARRY, but he just missed it long. Yeah, hey Jane. Yeah, it's good to see you back too. Yeah, glad to see you all in chat. Sean, Nicolas, Cedric. Yeah, it's good seeing all of you here for the RUUD versus JARRY. We'll see if JARRY can make anything of this. He's played very well so far, in my opinion. So I want to get to some of these stats to look deeper into the match so far. I'll get to that in a second. RUUD with a smash up backhand reach from JARRY, but he hits it wide. All right, RUUD with the second serve at 40 love. Bouncing the ball, getting ready with a slow service motion as always. Big kick serve to JARRY's backhand. JARRY hits a great return, and RUUD can't get up to it. 40-15. JARRY reaches for a return, forehand from Casper, put away. Very interesting shot from Casper. Like, the RPMs on that shot were insane. Just enough to put away. Heavy forehand. Landed in one of the service boxes. Like, it was an interesting put away shot. But it was just no way JARRY could get up to there. The pace and the heaviness on that forehand were just enough. Placed with precision. Way away from JARRY. And it was enough. JARRY wasn't anywhere near the shot. He was running the opposite direction. Yeah, it would be great to see Fokina have another great run. I remember he reached the quarterfinals of French Open, I think 2021. I don't know, maybe you can correct me on that, but he had a good run one of those years. I'd love to see him reach another quarterfinal. Let's go for a semifinal. Guy's talented. He's athletic. You know, I just think maybe mentally he needs to get over the line a little bit. He needs to get one of those wins, get some confidence, but he absolutely can climb up a tier in the rankings. I have very little doubt about it. RUUD puts up a smash for JARRY. JARRY puts away a smash. Hits up a lob for JARRY. And JARRY puts away a smash. 15 love for JARRY at 2-2. French tennis can get back on track after the French Open. Yeah, I hope so. No French winner at any major since 1983. Yannick Noah was the last one. So I'm hoping all the four, you could say the big four countries, United States of America, England, France, and gonna look like an idiot, Australia, are we got to get all of them back on the map for sure. RUUD back into JARRY's forehand, hits it down the line. RUUD extends with the backhand up to JARRY's forehand. And hits it with, just comes over the shot with great topspin and puts it away for a winner. 30 love for JARRY. Yeah, Hugo Humbert is the guy that I've been looking at for like 3 or 4 years, just waiting for him to climb up. That guy has great potential. He has it all right there. He has a great mentality at times, great competitor. He has a great game, so talented. He just can't quite put it together. Keeps having these heartbreaking losses this year. And then he's been winning these like 175 challengers, which is great. But I'm waiting for Humbert to hit the top 20. He was as high as top 30. He's climbing up now, but I'm waiting for him to get to top 10. I'm maybe more high on him than most, but man, I think he's talented. And, you know, I think he can get it done. All right, back to the match. So, JARRY backhand, RUUD forehand drop shot into the net. It's 3-2. Tennis should be played in the format of UEFA Champions League. Nobody goes out after losing an unfortunate match. No rookie wins after a fortunate draw. Prove it by doing it multiple times. Nobody goes out after losing an unfortunate match. Okay. I think I see what you're saying. So basically you try to decide on the player's skills using other metrics aside from wacky results. Yeah, I mean, people get upset at unfortunate draws and after unfortunate matches where just small margins happen, fortunate draws, but I would get back to this. I want to see tennis as even a sport for everyone, and when we put it to this, it's very hard to say who's the decider of what's fortunate and misfortunate, because then it's like, who's deciding that? It's very hard to like put in the hands of people up there. With this way, we can make it where the margins are as small as possible in a game with such small margins already. That's why we have stuff like fortunate matches, unfortunate draws. If everybody has the same chances of getting a bad draw, hopefully, and also if people have the same chances of having an unfortunate match where you hit let chords, you hit a few balls out, this happens, crazy things happen. We keep the margins as tight as possible for nothing crazy or for as few people to be upset as possible. Still, people are going to be upset, but at least this way we can enjoy the sport without having to worry about a guy saying, okay, this guy's like a player who shouldn't have won this match. This guy's a player who should have won this match. It's very hard. It gets hard to control. That would be what I would say about it. But, people have ideas of how to change the sport, and I think that's good for people to have different ideas. All right, 30 love for RUUD. RUUD bouncing the ball, 2-3, 30 love. Serve down the line to JARRY's backhand. RUUD runs with a slice, hits it wide. 30-15. Hey, Ghost of Gerolitis. What's up, Ghost? Hey, Peyton Stearns, Jess Brooks, Sloane Stevens. It's 5-all in the third. That's got to be an exciting one. I think Peyton Stearns just coming out of college, right? Just stopped, or still in college, playing college tennis. That's great to see her having success. Beat Leylah Fernandez the other day, who I hope comes back with steam because she's a talent. But Peyton Stearns is very talented as well. She played fantastic in that match. And I saw her play on the tour somewhat like half a month ago, playing on the WTA as well, and she was playing fantastic. So that's exciting for Stearns. That seems like a good match as well. Yeah, got to keep up with that score there. All right, RUUD backhand to JARRY's backhand. JARRY hits it in the net. I agree. He just needs his breakthrough win. Yeah, Hugo Humbert. He just needs that win. I thought he got it in 2022, his downfall season, when he beat Daniel Medvedev at the ATP Cup, the last ATP Cup, but then he just couldn't follow it up. It was Medvedev got to the final of Australian Open. He was on a great run, ATP Finals final, all the stuff, US Open winner, Paris final. And Humbert beats him in ATP Cup. I thought, okay, finally Humbert's going to rise up, but just not quite. Jarry with a swinging volley. RUUD runs to an amazing get. Jarry with another smash. Thought RUUD was going to be up there, but he had to like break the laws of physics to get there. There's no way he was getting to that one. Good hustle from RUUD though. If he has enough energy for the rest of this for the rest of the set, to be honest. That was crazy. All right, Jarry serve hits the net. Kick serve out wide, right on the line. Nothing RUUD could do about that. When players hit kick serves like that, it's like that's more difficult to return than like a fast first serve. The kick that comes up on that, you like have to anticipate it and put yourself in the right position. You have no idea which way the ball is bouncing. Tennis is a difficult sport, man. It's those little things. Try returning a kick serve like that, and you'll see how tough even doing that is. How the pros hit it with so much spin, it's crazy. RUUD backhand, Jarry's backhand. RUUD hits forehand inside in. Jarry on the stretch hits a forehand to RUUD's forehand. Now we're going backhand to backhand. Another backhand slice backhand to Jarry. Jarry slices moving forward. RUUD cross court. Jarry down the line. RUUD runs, hits it down the center. Jarry coming in, hits a cross court, hits a winner. Strong from Jarry, 40 love. He's about to pass the number of games he got in the first set. Don't count out Jarry. I've already said it, but don't count out Jarry. I don't think this is over. I think we're getting to the later stages of this set. At least 5-all. That would be my prediction. We'll see. Playing very well. Jarry sounds like Chorich when you say it. Yeah. Yeah, that's funny, Nihar. I think yeah, is it Chorich? I think that's right. That's how you say it. You're supposed to say it. I always said Chorich, but I'm trying to learn the players' pronunciations better so I don't just butcher them. I'm so used to saying the English kind of American slang for all the names, but I know tennis is a global sport, so you have to kind of adapt. But yeah, that's funny. I think that's one stat in the card that Rafa also isn't losing, I think. That's one thing Nadal also probably is not losing. All right, 40-15 for Jarry. Serve misses out wide. Big kick serve out wide. Jarry hits a forehand down the line. Perfect winner. Runs to the chair. Trying to get some energy in him for the later parts of the set. Try to get some motivation in him. And I don't, I'm not surprised why. Let's look at some of these stats for the match so far. So this is the stats for the set so far. Jarry's hit 2 aces to none for Casper. No double faults, which is good. First serve percentage is high for Casper, which is what he wants. First serve points won, much better for Casper, 11 out of 12. Very good numbers for Casper. That explains why Jarry was kind of trying to motivate himself back. RUUD's been serving fantastic in the set. I thought he was serving amazing in the first set. Didn't realize he's up his game even much more. Jarry was actually hitting better first serve stats after the first set. Just a few of these other ones, see if anything stands out. Second serve points won, RUUD needs to improve. RUUD's had 80% first serve percentage, which has helped him not hit a second serve. But if he's hitting second serves, he really needs to up it. He needs to up it fast because Jarry's going to be trying to attack that shot for sure. Oh, let me get it. Let me get the scoreboard back up. But yeah, RUUD's going to be happy with that for sure. All right. Okay, here we go. RUUD serving. Gets first point on serve. We're at 15 love. RUUD serve down the line. Jarry reaches with the backhand. RUUD backhand to Jarry's backhand. RUUD slices kind of down the middle. Jarry comes in with the forehand. I think he just missed it long. Oh no, he made it. 15 all. He like stopped after he hit the shot. I thought he lost the point, but he made it. Good shot there from Nicolas Jarry. From Jarry there. All right, for RUUD serve down the line. Jarry with the backhand to RUUD's backhand. Jarry backhand hits it long. American English, what is that? It's all British. No, I mean, you're right. Yeah, I'm just used to the way, I guess, of the American way of saying all the different names, the way we say it down here, but need to learn all the other different, the way cultures pronounce different names. And Jarry with the backhand misses it. 40-15 for Casper. Great serving for Casper. He's going to be very happy with this performance here. So far, this is, I would say, like a 9.5 out of 10 for RUUD. He's been playing very well. Maybe like a 9 out of 10, but it's got to be between those two, no lower. RUUD forehand, great topspin on that shot, difficult for Jarry to handle. Another big, heavy topspin forehand to Jarry's backhand. Can't get over it. Just got stuck on it. We're at 4-4 in the second set of this quarterfinal encounter at the Geneva Open. These tournaments right before RG are turning out to be very good events. Yeah, you don't always get events this fun before a Grand Slam. So it's because all the players are getting ready in France for Roland Garros, second major of the year. Everybody wants to do well on the clay. Even though only a handful of guys too, Wawrinka, Nadal, Djokovic, and Federer on the men's side have even won the event since 2004. Since Gaudio got it over Coria. But still, everybody is looking to have a shot and try to pull off a deep run at Roland Garros. But it's great when we have players playing these events too. Jarry puts away a smash. Very good smash. Jarry has a very good smash. So I don't think RUUD wants to lob very much. I think RUUD has a very underrated lob. He has great feel, RUUD does. On the slice, on the lob, even at net, he's even improved. But that lob is very good, but you just can't use it because Jarry has been so solid on the smash. He's a very tall player as well, so very hard to get over the height of Jarry as Jarry hits a serve into the block return of RUUD and RUUD way out of position behind the baseline. Jarry just chips it into the service box on the ad side, and RUUD can't get up to it. Drop shot winner from Jarry, which we haven't seen very much of, but it's good to see. A little bit of a mix-up right there. Jarry serve 30 love. Serve down the line. RUUD scrambles, returns, block return. RUUD with the backhand. Jarry to the cross score with the feel volley, and he hits it for a winner. Very impressed by how both these guys have played. This is high level. RUUD serving so solid, it almost makes me feel like we're not going to have a very long contest of this. But Jarry's played amazing too. Like, like very well. We haven't seen a whole lot of like incredible long rallies, but in terms of the level both guys have produced, it's been high. This is good stuff. You know, quarterfinal 250. You often see high level in these tournaments anyway, but it's a very high level match, and it's good to see. RUUD runs around to serve. RUUD runs around to serve, tries to hit a forehand, absolutely smacks the ball, and he smacks it probably 100 feet away from the court. It bounces on the court, but it's like not even close to where you're trying to hit it. But anyway, he's in the lead. He's set up, but he's about to serve to stay in the set. 4-5. JARRY up 5-4. Yeah, like and subscribe, guys. We'll be around for coverage of the Roland Garros as well. QualityShot is here year round. We cover all of the matches, all of the tournaments. So like and subscribe. And if you guys haven't seen me before, my name's Anthony. Anthony Hirsch. Love tennis. Been a fan for a while. Been a fan of this channel. Other similar channels around the YouTube scene as well. Like Cam Williams up with Tennis Talk. He's a great commentator as well. I mean, we're good friends with QualityShot here as well. Everybody down here. So, you know, I've been a fan of all these different channels. Love that I get an opportunity to commentate now. And yeah, just enjoying it. But yeah, QualityShot's here year round. So this is where you want to be for the in-depth commentary. And the channel's growing big, and we love to see it. Like, subscribe, guys. We'll be here year round for all the live tennis, all the play-by-play that you need. JARRY walking back to the baseline, ready to return RUUD serve. RUUD serves, big first serve out wide to JARRY's forehand. JARRY forehand on the reach, but RUUD puts away forehand in the opposite corner. Hey, Igor. How's it going? Glad that you joined in for the match. Vamos, JARRY. Yep. Yeah, cheer your guy on. Love to see it. JARRY's been playing great. You got to be the guy lost the first set, but you have to be happy with his performance so far. RUUD's just been solid on serve. This is some of the best serving performance I've ever seen RUUD have. He won like 11 of 12 points on first serve. Last I checked, like 92% in this set. But that's crazy numbers. RUUD isn't known as a great server, but he's been serving his whatever off in this match, you know? Crazy. Crazy serving performance. All right, forehand from JARRY into the down the middle of the court, and RUUD hits a forehand to the other side. 40 love for RUUD. We're getting to the latter stages of the set. Let's see if JARRY can. We'll see if JARRY can do anything of it. RUUD serving. First serve's a fault. Second serve. Let me introduce myself, Anthony. I comment, like, and subscribe. Been around for a good number of years with QualityShot tennis. Okay, that's great, Nihar. Yeah, love to see it. Yeah, I hope I see you commenting more. Everything. I've seen a lot. You've been commenting a lot on the stream. I'm trying to get to as many of your comments as I can. But yeah, love to see it. Yeah, I've been a fan of the channel for a long time as well. So it's good to see. Yeah, it's phase on in the chat. 5-5 now. RUUD and JARRY in the second set. We'll see what Jarry can do. Both guys holding solid on serve. A little bit surprised we don't see a breaker here. Return from RUUD pops up, but just floats wide into the doubles alley. We're at 5-all and 15 love for Jarry. Hey, what's up, Samuel? Hey, nice. Chilean in the on the stream. That's awesome. Face on AK Snoop Dogg. Yep. That's it. Yeah. This is a great time for Chilean tennis, honestly. I think we saw 2 guys from Chile reach the, I think, 4th round of Miami, maybe? One of the big events. Big story. A couple of Chilean players got very deep in a big event. Maybe somebody can remind me where that was. I think it was in Miami. And that was after, of course, Nicolas Jarry himself. He won the Chilean Open. Which I think he was the first player since, in a few years, since I think Christian Garin won that tournament a few years back. But great to see a Chilean player win the Chile Open down there. I think it was his grandfather, who was a great pro player as well, who was in charge of the event. So it's kind of a family affair down there. Just fun to see. It's another Clay 250 down there, but, you know, these tournaments mean the world to these guys, and you could see in Jarry's reaction there. He's going to want to win this one. Jarry with the 360. RUUD shot hits the net. Wacky point. RUUD with the reach volley. Jarry scrambles, hits a shot backhand, and he gets a winner off the forehand inside out. That was crazy. The shot, this point happened in like slow motion, but it was also very quick shots all happening at net. Very wacky, like 360 turn off the backhand from Jarry. And then RUUD with an amazing reach volley, but Jarry gets the point. That was an amazing point there. Yeah, Jarry just gets under this like backhand right at the net, just gets under the shot to avoid a double bounce, scoops it up with the one-hand backhand. That was probably the point of the match. Very skilled shots from both players, starting from the 360, then some amazing scoops off the ground from both players. Or amazing get off the volley for RUUD, and yeah, great shot from Jarry. Yeah, thank you guys, everybody, for joining the stream. We're still going to be around till the end of the match, but yeah, like, subscribe, do all of that. Love to see everybody in the chat. This is where it gets fun. Later stages of the second set, this is where it gets fun. Don't want to go yet. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, Clay at its very best. Both guys love the clay. RUUD has 10 titles to his name. 9 of them are clay courts. Jarry, I believe all the titles he's won are clay courts. He's won 3 or 4. So, yeah, I believe he's won 3 titles, 2 a couple years ago, and then on his comeback this year, he's won titles. So 2 big clay court guys, and yeah, this is as high level of a match as you'll see before a major. To be honest, very very high level from both guys. Very interesting. And like I said earlier, both guys have a similar percentage on the season. Jarry's even is slightly higher. Jarry's is 13-7. RUUD's is 15-10 on the season so far before this event. The only problem is that RUUD was number 2 in the world at one point last year. So RUUD won't be as happy with that, but it shows you that Jarry has a shot here. Big kick serve out wide to Jarry. Jarry reaches with a backhand. Oh, Jarry with a squash shot. RUUD with drop shot. Jarry runs, lob over RUUD's head. Is that in, out? I think he hit it out. You can tell by his reaction. Just long. 30 love for Casper. Just missed it with the lob. I'm not sure if that was the right play. It was such a tough shot to do, but he nearly made it. I thought he made it for a second. tight ending from Stearns-Stevens. Yeah, that must be a crazy match. Yeah, that must have been a wild one. Is that one finished now? Let me see if I can get to it. Yeah, Ghost says, let me know what the score is up in that Stevens and Stearns match. Very interested for sure. American college tennis is so underrated. You know it. Very fun to watch. Everybody's so passionate there, just getting into tennis. Division I, especially very high level, but even getting to the lower divisions, but especially Division I, when you get to the latter stages of Division I tournaments, man, it's ecstatic. I used to watch go in person and watch all of the Division I matches. I saw Christopher Eubanks I play over there. I saw him play at Georgia Tech another time, actually at Georgia Tech, but I believe I saw him there. I saw Steve Johnson there. Saw Emilio Gomez play there. Yannick Hampman, Cameron Norrie as well. I've seen a few guys who have risen up since then. So American college tennis is very underrated. I absolutely agree. Hey, Peaches. What's up? Yeah, glad to have you. Yeah, you joined in right in time. This is when it gets fun. We're in a tiebreaker. Jarry with the first serve down the line. RUUD with the backhand over his shoulder. Wasn't going to do anything with that. Jarry puts it away. We've seen that before in this match. RUUD just can't get the shot deep or effective enough. The width, the height, and the depth on the ball, the pace. He's just hitting it right to Jarry's sweet spot, and Jarry's going to put those shots away 10 out of 10 times. RUUD lob way up high is out. We're at 1-1. Sorry, 2-0 for Jarry. Jarry with a mini break. Big for Jarry to break on the RUUD serve. RUUD's had an amazing win percentage on his first serve in the second set, even throughout the whole match. So for him to get a point on serve is huge. Jarry on the return, shakes it into the crowd. We're at 2-1. Hey, Maurizio. What's up? Glad you joined for the match. Yeah, cheer on your guy Jarry. He's doing well. Up a midi break on Casper. Yeah, yep, it's me commentating, trying to do it for a second time. Now, still adjusting to everything, but I'm having a great time. So much fun. RUUD on the block return slice. Jarry with a forehand inside in, hits it for a winner. 3-1. Jarry's picked it up. He's picked it up. He wants to push this 3. He's saying, no 2 sets. I've played too well across these 2 sets. You know, I've kind of been just staying around, hanging around. It's time for me to really give that push. And it's not the first time we see this from Jarry. Earlier in the year, he won the Chile Open. He was down a set. He went down the first set, I think, in nearly every match in that event. And then he did a final push, often in a second set breaker. This is kind of deja vu for me from watching that tournament that he won earlier this year. This is not new stuff from Jarry. He will fight, he will compete, and he will take out your legs because he will fight. He might be 6'6", but you know, he can stand around there for a long time. So it's great to see. Don't count Jarry out. He's been a great player this year, playing well above his ranking, believe me. RUUD with the serve out wide, missed it wide and deep. Not a great first serve from him. One point, RUUD had a first serve percentage 92%. That's gone down since right now. But RUUD serve, Jarry backhand. RUUD with a forehand down the middle. Jarry forehand. RUUD with another shot long. Keeps hitting these shots long. RUUD's level has just dropped a little bit, and JARRY has taken advantage. That's how tight things were in this match and how well JARRY was playing. If RUUD let off just a tiny bit, JARRY was ready. He was right there to take the advantage. And JARRY has a 5-1 lead in this tiebreaker now. He can't count the guy out. You're good, Peaches. No worries. I'm happy for you to join. It's awesome. I think you're a part of the Cam fam as well. A member there for a long time as well. A member of QualityShot and over there. So it's great to see you over here too. Yeah, love having you here at QualityShot. It's great. RUUD serving. Right down the middle of the court. JARRY ready on the offensive. Big backhand. Big extension back on the backhand. Right to Casper's backhand. Backhand to backhand. Slice into the net from JARRY, and it's 5-2. But JARRY's still with a big lead. Yeah, exactly. I was actually, I don't know if you saw it for the channel, but we were going to put up OJ Aliassime versus Feast. And we just, OJ Aliassime did the retirement. I was going to commentate for that match, but OJ Aliassime withdrew, I should say. So we couldn't put it on. But yeah, and then what was it? Wu against Zverev retired. So yeah, I mean it's good that we get a match like this that goes a long 3 sets. And hopefully this will be my first this will be my first 3-set epic commentating on the channel. So I'm excited. But it's JARRY serving at 6-2. RUUD with the backhand to JARRY's forehand. RUUD forehand. JARRY on the backhand to RUUD's backhand. JARRY backhand hits it down the line for a winner. And we are going 3 sets, guys. JARRY said no. Been playing too good this year. Been playing too good all match. JARRY's not done. He's not done. JARRY's not done. We're going 3 sets, guys. Buckle in. Yeah, great set from JARRY. I mean, RUUD let off just a tiny bit, and JARRY was holding steady. He had the belief. He was just waiting to pounce. Yeah, Matito, that's it. JARRY got the set. RUUD served amazing in that set, but he just couldn't get it. And but his serve let off. At one point, he was at 92%, and JARRY was serving amazing. First serve 1%, 91% JARRY, 88% for RUUD. Very high level set. But here's the key stat of the whole set. 50% on second serve for RUUD, and 90% on the second serve for JARRY. That's the key stat. Think JARRY might win now. Yeah, it's looking like it. He has the momentum. I think RUUD is still going to have that extra push. He really wants to do well before Roland Garros. You know, fatigue, fitness, none of that's going to be an issue. But yeah, RUUD is lacking on confidence though, and JARRY is playing amazing. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. This is going to be a fun 3rd set. Very excited to see how this set plays out. Both guys are playing well. Serves are solid right now. Yeah, Ghost. I was looking forward to Feels OJ Aliassime as well. I thought Feast had a good chance to win that match anyway. It's such a talented young player. Everybody talking about Runa, Alcaraz Sinner, all for very good reason. But this 18-year-old kid might just come out of the woodworks and say, I'm also in the conversation, and I'm going to be a top 10 player one day. Maybe top 5, maybe a major winner. Long ways away from that. The guy's going to have to keep working, but let me tell you, pretty complete game, has the game right there. I was excited to see that match. And Felix needs to get some momentum going as well. That's sad to see him withdraw before RG. Maybe he just wants to make sure he's healthy before RG. I didn't hear a statement on that. Don't know if anybody knows about Felix and why he withdrew, but I was sad to see that match not happen as well for sure. Some of these players are motivated to win Lyon and Geneva title, but some want to prep for RG. Does RUUD need this extortion? Yeah, I mean, we've seen RUUD play events and go all the way before big events, and then also pretty much go all the way or at least reach a final of big events before. I think happened a couple of times last year. So I don't think RUUD's going to have a big, I don't think he's going to be thinking about fatigue very much. I think he'll be fine. I think he's going to want to extort pretty much to 100% in this third set. I don't think that's something that we should even really have on the mental. I think RUUD's going to give his all for this, especially we're only in the quarterfinals. I think RUUD's going to give his all in this third set. All right. First point of the third set. Let me know, guys, in the chat. Who do you think's taking this? Let me know who you think's taking this, and if you want, say the scoreline as well. RUUD serve down the line, bit of topspin on the serve. RUUD kind of buggy whips a forehand, as we know he does, and the topspin gets a JARRY on the first point. He hits into the crowd. I'm so curious to see Feast on grass. I have no idea if he's got chops on that surface. Totally ghost. I think he's a very aggressive player, and I think he would do well on that surface as well. JARRY puts away a forehand. We're at 15-0 on RUUD serve. I like these next new Gen X players. I can't decipher all the nickname speeches, but I'm sure those are all great ones, for sure. JARRY shanks another forehand. He was coming up right to the net and just shanks another forehand. I don't know if it's the topspin on RUUD's shot, the high RPMs are getting to him, but he just can't really get around it in this game. 30-15 for Casper RUUD. RUUD to serve. JARRY backhand hits the net but goes over. RUUD backhand is long. JARRY says a quick sorry, puts his hand up. Match is played in good spirits. We're not going to see don't think we're seeing a RUUD Runa kind of situation here. I think we'll be good for sure. JARRY extends on a forehand return off the Casper first serve, but he hits in the net, 40-30. Yeah, MP. RUUD was up in that first set. He got that first set done. You know, he got the serving his ass off in the second set, you know, but had a great first serve percentage, and then his serve went off in the end of the second set. JARRY stepped up, you know. RUUD's played well, though, but we'll see how mentally he holds it together in this third set, because Casper, we know, has a little bit dropped off in confidence at the end of at the beginning of the season, but we'll see what he can do. With some big wins, he can get the confidence back for sure. I'm going JARRY 6-4 Ghost. Yeah, could be. JARRY has the momentum now. Got that second set. Absolutely. JARRY could do it. Nori's another one, seems to love playing nonstop. Yeah, I always think of Cam. One of the best staminas on tour for sure. He can just keep going and going and going. Funny enough, Medvedev, you don't usually say with the top guys, but with the tall guys. That guy can just play tournaments and tournaments and tournaments in a row. Excuse me. And Medvedev can just win tournaments and tournaments and just go on a huge run. So, yeah, there's a few of those guys that, for whatever reason, they can just keep going and going and going. Jarry with a big kick serve out wide, completely misses the backhand down the line. 15-all. Jarry is winning the set. Okay, Matito. Yeah, got you. RUUD 6-3, Matthew. Yeah, maybe. Nihar says RUUD 7-6, 198 in the tiebreaker. Nihar, I think you're onto something. This is gonna be it. The way both guys were serving last set, you're probably right, honestly, but 88% serve percentage for I believe it was RUUD, 91% for Jarry. That's crazy numbers. Yeah, Yvonne rooting for Jarry. It's great. Yeah, root your guys on. Yeah, Abid, which one I'm supporting? I mean, I think RUUD's great. I'm a huge Casper fan, but I also, this would be a huge win for Jarry because he's been kind of on a down spurt in the last little bit. Kind of on a downfall from his amazing level he found early in the season. Kind of not been getting the same results as he did early on, such as winning Chilean Open early in the season. But it would be great for him to get the win too. But yeah, I'm a Casper fan for sure, but would be big for both guys. All right, 40-15 for Jarry. Jarry serve, just missed it wide. Just wide down the line. Jarry with the second serve, down the middle, Casper's backhand. Casper one to the backhand, Jarry at the net, puts it away, sweet volley, got the touch. Nicolas Jarry got the touch, puts it away at the net. Yeah, Sean, I love tennis. Yeah, I love playing. I'm playing on a few alto teams myself, just like adult teams, just keeping it together. Love watching tennis. I love commentating, but I'm also a player. I've been playing my whole life. My dad's a full-time tennis coach. I think you commented that earlier. I think I missed that comment. But yeah, my dad's a coach, and I love the game. I love playing. I love everything about it, and I love going for like crazy trick shots and stuff. It's one of the few things that I would consider myself even like a little bit like good at. Like I can look myself in the mirror and think I'm at least okay at tennis, and I'm very happy playing it. I played a couple of nights ago practicing with the team, so still love playing tennis just as much as I love commentating about it. And the two definitely help each other out as well. Jean Paul, ready, go, Casper, Chile easy. Sorry, not quite sure what you're trying to say, but I don't think it's your maiden language, so it's all good. Don't worry about it. But yeah, right now it's dead even the third set. Both guys played very well up to this match. Very high level match. Like I said, not a lot of fun shot making rallies, but very high level. You can't deny that. JARRY slices, RUUD runs around to hit a chip forehand right into the corner. No way RUUD was trying to hit that, but he hit a shot that's barely, like, barely possible to even, like, hit back effectively at all. Just chips it right into the very corner on the ad side. And RUUD was standing right there, and he still couldn't, like, come under the ball. Right into the corner. Right at that corner. Hey, Max. How's it going? Glad for you to be joining stream. Came at the right time. Third set's looking epic so far. And JARRY hits a forehand. RUUD runs with a forehand. Buggy whip forehand. JARRY goes for a drop shot but misses. 40-15 for Casper. Casper with a very small lead in the set. I wish I came earlier, but I'm glad I still came. Yeah, well, happy to have you, for sure. Is Georgia better than Ohio? I don't know. I've never been to Ohio. So I can't really say. That's one state I still haven't been to down here in America. So, yep, 2-1 RUUD. He holds. They both need this win, but there will only be one winner. Not sure who to root for. Was a little disappointed with Casper. Lost to the toddler. Oh, I never got around to... Yeah, I think you were talking about Casper losing to Runa. Yeah, they both definitely need that win for sure. This match. I would say Casper probably needs it more. I think he'd be very disappointed to go out of a warm-up event for RG in the quarterfinals to a player outside the top 30. I don't think Casper would be pleased with that, and I think it would really break his momentum going into RG. Yeah, even though he lost to Runa in a tight one that he probably should have won in Rome, he still defended semifinals points there. If he loses here, he's going to go into RG disappointed, and it could pay the difference in some tight moments there to do with his confidence. It really could. Because this is an event he definitely signed up for thinking about RG, so he'll want to do well. If he loses this, he'll be disappointed. I'd say it like this. This would be an amazing win for JARRY to get his season back on track. But he'll be happy with this match anyway. He's played extremely well against a high-level Casper RUUD. This would be a bad loss for Casper RUUD. He does not want to go out in the quarters here. All right, JARRY to serve. Down the line serve. JARRY comes to net, ready to pounce. Waits for it to drop. Very smart. RUUD is amazing at anticipation. That's one of his high points. Very, 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 very good anticipator. Best anticipator I've seen on tour since, dare I say, a good old Andy Murray or even Roger Federer. But he's not at the level of those guys, but his anticipation is remarkable. Maybe one of the best on tour right now. That's one of the reasons he's really can get a good hold in a lot of these points. Very high tennis IQ, very creative. I'm very high on Casper's anticipation skills. He really anticipates and goes in the right directions almost 100% of the time. Like, very good in that way. He just needs to get the depth and effectiveness on his ground strokes, get the backhand to be working okay. So people don't rush him on that side. But RUUD is very, very good on anticipating, for sure. And we saw it there. JARRY serves to RUUD's backhand. RUUD could have run around and hit a forehand there on the return, I think. I don't know if RUUD was expecting it to come back with more pace, but RUUD definitely could have run around and hit a forehand there, in my opinion. Kind of interesting choice of shot. RUUD with the backhand return up high. JARRY missed the forehand wide. Today, go JARRY. Casper no like. Yeah, go JARRY. Yeah, he's doing great against Casper. Casper's playing great, and JARRY's hanging right there with him. Would be great to see for either guy. For whoever's rooting for them, this is a big match for both players. Might be a 250 event, but listen, Casper doesn't want to lose, and JARRY, this would be monumental, not just for a season, but for his career. Still a top 5 win, I believe. I believe RUUD is still number 4 in the world. Can check that real quick, but yeah, RUUD is at number 4 in the world, so this would be a top 5 victory for JARRY. So big match for both guys. You don't have to have any hesitations about that. And matches in 250s, they aren't always big. I'm not going to sit here and be like, whatever match I'm commenting, this is a big match. But both guys care about this match, and I was excited to see this one. JARRY with a serve out wide to RUUD's forehand. RUUD's forehand hits the net. Peaches asking, why would a top player play matches? I get they want to stay sharp, but you run the risk of injury. Does that make sense? Oh, absolutely. No, I get what you're saying. Yeah, I think a lot of people don't like playing the tournament before for this reason. You have to have great fitness to even reach semifinals of a major. You have to even reach the semis, you have to win 5 best-of-3 matches. That can be as many as, let me do quick math real quick, 15 sets of tennis, especially on a clay court where you have to have a lot of rallies. People want to stay fit for majors, so it is a little bit of an odd decision to play tournament before. I actually agree with you. But I think it just depends on the player. Some players want that confidence going in. But you do risk injury, so you just have to weigh it. But yeah, if I was a player, I would definitely I think I would be training right before and not risk injury. But different for every guy. But I definitely get what you're saying. Yeah, Christian, vamos Nico. You're a guy on, for sure. All right, forehand down the line goes long from JARRY, and RUUD is still serving amazing. 40 love now for JARRY. Sorry, for RUUD. 2-2, 40 love. RUUD serving, about to hold. JARRY backhand to RUUD's backhand. Backhand to backhand, but JARRY hits in the top of the net. RUUD ready to cross sides, goes to his chair, and we are at 3-2. This is about the time of the second set that things started looking interesting, where I think we're about to see things pick up here. Yeah, Frank, JARRY's playing great. Serving awesome. Let's look at that set 3 stats here, see what's going on kind of more in depth. It's you can kind of see on like an eye test what's going on, but always good to get the stats in for a match, especially I'm going to go to the set 3 stats here. First serve percentage isn't good for either guy, 60%, 40%. At one point in the second set, RUUD was at 92% first serve percentage. They both ended at about 90%. The second set was insanely high level, very high level, especially on serve. And that's a crazy stat. Both guys have won 100% of their first serve points. 100%. Neither guy has lost a serve on first serve in the set. 13 of 13 combining both. RUUD has played more points on first serve, which shows with JARRY's first serve percentage being lower. What else do we have here? Neither has faced a break point. JARRY's won more return points, but Yeah, it's only 3 out of 6 to 2 out of 6. So doesn't look like anything too substantial here so far. RUUD has 1 more points, but he's, yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say. Looking pretty even so far to me. Either guy a little bit ahead of in any stat, but, you know, pretty similar. Although JARRY is going to want to get the first serve percentage up, because what is his percent on second serve? Let's see real quick. 57%, which is pretty good so far, but still, he wants to get his first serve percentage up. All right, JARRY backhand to RUUD backhand, backhand to backhand. RUUD backhand down the center. JARRY hits it long. Yeah, players can, tennis is a momentum game. Players can sense momentum, and RUUD is going to want to pounce. RUUD is going to want to try to get something going here. All right, JARRY ready to serve, first serve. JARRY first serve. Great serve wide, out wide. RUUD was going to check the mark, but RUUD, very good sportsman, nods and just goes to the other side, accepts that it was in. RUUD is just seems like the best guy, man. Casper's always just having a good time of it, just super chill. I mean, you know, he's not this perfect guy, but yeah, he seems pretty genuine out there. JARRY serve down the line. RUUD returns with the backhand. JARRY forehand to RUUD's forehand. JARRY with the forehand inside out. RUUD with the backhand way lob. JARRY with the smash. I want to see the stat for percentage of smashes hit as winners, because JARRY's crushed about 100% of these. JARRY's smash has been pitch perfect so far. Pitch perfect. Barely missing any. I'm not sure how Arthur Fils would play versus Nakashima tomorrow. Very different game styles. Both love rallying a lot and trying to like grind it out, but Fils with a little bit more aggression and power. But Fils has a big take back on both strokes, so he loves the time that clay gives him on those shots. It'd be interesting if Nakashima can do enough. Nakashima is only just finding his form. RUUD is really, Fils is only really rising up as well. That's going to be an interesting match. Very hard to know what the form of both guys is or how they're going to play. Fils hasn't even played that much in this tournament so far, which is kind of strange. Had obviously the default against Ymir in the first round, and then second round he just got a quarterfinals. He got a withdrawal from Felix. That's going to be a good one. All right. Sorry, let's get back to this quarterfinal. Geneva Open quarterfinal. We got the Chilean Nicolas JARRY taking on the Norwegian Casper RUUD. RUUD with the serve down the line, stumbles a little bit and just can't get to the forehand. RUUD is also 100% on break save, 3 of 3. Yes, very good stat. Yeah, it's not, he hasn't had to face a huge number of break points too, which I think is maybe even more important. He had one game, I think, early on in the first set, I'd like to say, where it went to deuce and he had to save a couple break points, maybe middle of the first set. Aside from that, he's done very well. And he saved all the break points. And often this stat, that's obviously one of the most important stats of a tennis match, especially at the highest level where players hold serve so often. RUUD with a great little chip volley, chip backhand off of a drop shot, runs to a great drop shot by JARRY, and just amazing touch and feel. Great slice. Amazing legs to get the let his arms do all of the work with the slice. Huge strength from the legs to let his racket skills talk for themselves. Amazing slide getting up to that shot. JARRY pounds up a forehand. JARRY reaches back, hits a backhand to the ad side. RUUD can't get to it. Hits in the ground. All right, we're 15-30 here. Jarry with the forehand down the line to RUUD's backhand. Another backhand from Jarry, trying to get an aggressive advantage in the point, maybe even a winner, but hits it long, 30 all. And it's 30 all. RUUD will want to keep that break point stat up if he goes down break points here. Jarry has a big chance here. RUUD's been very solid on serve. This would be big for Jarry to break open this set and this match. Would be 2 games away from winning it with his serve in the lead. And how good he's been playing on serve, very good from him. Oh, sorry, let me get this. Sorry, kept on the stats. Let me get the scoreboard back up. Let me get the scoreboard back up for you guys. But yeah, Jarry, RUUD's been serving great, so if Jarry can get a break, that's absolutely massive for him. All right, here we go. And Jarry breaks 4-3 for Jarry. And yeah, absolutely massive for Jarry. Gets that break, fist pumps, so much passion, momentum, gets the break. Yeah, Alexander, vamos Jarry. Yeah, Gonzalo, that's it. Vamos Jarry. Prime FM, that's right. Oh, you're going for RUUD. I mean, in a way, I'm kind of hoping your cat comes back because I kind of feel bad now. Okay, you're going for RUUD. Both guys have been playing great. We'll see. Casper's not out of it either. But Casper's confidence has been at a low. If Casper can find a way out of this one, then that'd be huge for him, for sure. Is it more like Jarry or Jerry? It should be more like Jarry. I was looking into the pronunciation before just to make sure I got it right. It should be more like Jarry. A little bit of the rolling of the tongues on the R's, but I just can't really do that every time I'm calling so fast the different names. So I'm kind of sticking to the Jarry. That's as good as I can do. Sorry, Ghost of JARRY is better than all the rest. Not sure exactly what you're referring to there. Sorry about that. Max, I remember before the draw of RG was announced, I was hoping Arthur Fils wouldn't be in Novak's draw. I jinxed myself. He's tough. If you saw him at the couple of indoor tournaments at the start of the year, Arthur Fils has been tough as nails. You know, can get pace out of nowhere. Just hitting these crazy ground stroke shots. And sometimes that's a better show of skill than anything else. Just these guys that can unload on shots like that. He's now in his 3rd ATP semifinal of the year. Yet to reach an ATP final, but he only made his first ATP win this year. Made the semifinal of that event. Beat guys like, who did he beat? Gasquet. Got a walkover from Sinner, I remember. But he beat some really great players. Gasquet was his first one. I'm going on blank on the other players. Hallis was a player who he beat as well. He had great runs down there, just playing amazing. Just insane power out of nowhere from Fils. And yeah, that would be tough if Novak faced him. Can't say I wouldn't like to see it though. That would be a great generational game. Because we're going to be seeing more of Fils. All right, Jarry forehand unloads on it. RUUD slice back to Jarry's forehand. Jarry's forehand goes inside in. RUUD runs, puts up a lob. Jarry extends back for a smash. RUUD can't get the smash back. Can't get the smash back. Too much for Casper to handle. Sorry, Anthony. We're all in our feelings about the recent death of Tina Turner. Back to tennis. Oh, okay, got you. Yeah. All right. No, it's all good. Chat away, guys. But I'm here about, yeah. I'm going to keep chatting about tennis. You guys can talk about whatever. It's all good with me. But it's 15 love for Jarry. Can't trust the rankings of tennis at all. Yeah, it's weird right now. No Wimbledon points, you know. It's a little bit weird right now. But you know, it's in general, sometimes people seem very low ranked compared to where they should be. Arthur Fee should be way above where he's ranked right now. And obviously, this match is a perfect example. It's probably what you're referring to, MP. Nicolas JARRY is well below RUUD at 4 in the world, and yet he's playing like amazing. Back to the form he found earlier in the year when he won the Chilean Open, went up a set on Alcaraz for sure. All right, serve to Casper's backhand, big forehand from JARRY into the top of the net. JARRY's still in the lead though, and he's serving great. So JARRY could get over the finish line here. RUUD will want to really motivate himself, get him going, as we see JARRY doing just that right as he's about to serve now. Sure, he's got some of the nerves. RUUD still top 4, played amazing in Rome, better tennis than he was. This isn't the RUUD we saw getting upset early on in Miami versus Van de Zandschulp, in all of those other events earlier in the year when he was losing in an Australian Open. This is a different RUUD. He's playing way better, and JARRY, the fact that he can even have a lead like this on RUUD is a very good showing for JARRY. This is huge from JARRY because RUUD is playing well as well. RUUD's not the player he was 2022, but JARRY has really raised his level, and I would attribute almost all of this to JARRY. He's playing a hell of a match. Rabakna should be higher. I feel so bad for her. Absolutely. Wimbledon champion should absolutely be in the top 3. Big 3 player on the women's side. Yeah, I feel bad for Yelena as well. Right up there with the others. Swiatek, Sabalenka, so talented. It hits crazy winners, but so high percentage with it. You know, stone cold, great mentality, great competitor. Very passionate as well, even if she doesn't always show it. So, yeah, absolutely. She deserves to be in that top 3. And she is a Wimbledon champion. And nobody can take that away from her. So, yeah, Sebastian Vamos, JARRY. He's doing it well here. RUUD is gonna have to try to come back though. He's gonna try to keep serving, keeping these games from that JARRY is serving. And it's break point now for RUUD. Serve down the line from JARRY, hits the line. JARRY fist bumps, we're at deuce. Let's remember that Nico lost his ATP point, got back to this level. I actually didn't know that. Yeah, that's impressive. When somebody can climb back up the ranks, Christian, that's crazy. Yeah, that's pretty wild. Very impressive stuff. I mean, we saw Yibing Wu do something very similar last year. Climbed up from outside the top 1,000, so very impressive. Yeah, Nice, go RUUD. That's it. Yeah, cheer your guys on. RUUD's playing very well too and could absolutely get back in this. JARRY with the double fault in frustration hits it back at the net. RUUD is playing very well too, Anis. He could get back in this. He's playing super creative, playing awesome. Playing creative, been very solid on serve. Just got that lost that one break in the last game. So looking for a break back here. Break point number 2 for RUUD, and he is ready to return the famous JARRY serve, you might say. Second serve. JARRY second serve, kick serve to the backhand, but RUUD runs around, hits a forehand down the line from JARRY. RUUD with a squash shot, doesn't cross the net, bounces just in front of the net. Yeah, just couldn't get there. Too much pace on the JARRY forehand. Yeah, that's it. Please like, subscribe. That's it, Max. Like and subscribe, guys. We're here all year round. I'll be commentating for more matches. Roland Garros coming up. Super excited. It's fun. Stick around, guys. Stick around. RUUD with forehand to Casper's backhand. Casper tries for a pass. Runs on the forehand. Great pass from Casper. Gets around it. Little bit of a buggy whip, but, you know, just solid. Just solid. Jarry puts the racket up. Ball just goes by it. We are at break point number 3. Long game, long deuce game, and a very important one. Very fun match. Gotta say, fun match. Serve hits the net. We're at a second serve from JARRY, serving at a break point. Let's see what happens. RUUD will want to get this one done. He doesn't want to just wait until another break point. He wants to get this one. RUUD runs around, hits a forehand, big topspin to the backhand of JARRY, another backhand from JARRY, reaches back in that shot, forehand from JARRY, running to the deuce side, forehand from RUUD, another forehand from JARRY. We're going forehand to forehand. Buggy whip from Casper, huge RPMs, goes down the line, JARRY with a reach one-hander, and it goes up and just hits the top of the net and dips. Back onto JARRY's side. Very fun right now, and RUUD gets the break. That's what RUUD was waiting for. Casper gets the break. He fought for that in that game. 3 break points, finally gets it done. That's right, Nihar. Business end of this match. That's right. We're getting to the fun part. This is the fun part. I mean, I love all the parts at the beginnings of the match, the middle. It's not all about the ending of a match, you know. You got to love that meat in the middle. With a sandwich, you don't just love the bread. You love the you love the content in the middle, and my absolutely abhorrent metaphor. But the endings are where it gets really fun. It was a terrible metaphor. RUUD about to serve at 15 love. RUUD serve hits the net. About chili, have you ever tried Chilean food before? I don't think I have. I've tried a lot of different kinds of food. I'm always open to trying new foods. I'd love to. I just never have. Is it good? Never had it before. Click the wrong comment here. Vamos RUUD, that's right. Yeah, RUUD got the break back. 30 love RUUD. He's going to be very happy about that. If he went down 5-3, his momentum going into RG was looking very, very dire. Now looking a little bit better. RUUD backhand cross court. JARRY extends on the backhand back to RUUD's backhand. JARRY on the backhand cross court. RUUD slices backhand back to JARRY's forehand. He's standing on the ad side and misses a shot down the line. Tries to bowl it down, but it just misses the sideline. Fun match. Loving this. You know, both guys very high level. Not the flashiest match, but I love it. Because it's just as impressive. A match doesn't have to be flashy to be impressive. And this is, as somebody who plays tennis, what these guys are doing is very impressive. 5-4 RUUD. 5-4 for Casper. Bad sandwich analogy, Anthony. Yeah, I know. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. I'll try to up my metaphor game as we kind of keep going with these lives. That's kind of what I'm here for, though. You know, tennis is kind of here for bad metaphors first, and then trying to get back to the tennis. But let's see these third set stats here. By the way, third set stats. Let's see what the serving is like, particularly because they have been absolutely stellar on serve. Both of them been amazing on serve. Oh, here we go. So no aces for RUUD in the set. Very few free points on first serve for RUUD. First serve percentage has been high though, or has been decent. It's kind of just where you want it. Maybe even a little bit higher, but neither guy's first serve percentage has been very good. Both guys seem a little bit tight, I would say, for sure. Yeah, first serve points, both high for both players, but especially higher for JARRY. That's a key stat, 83% to 76. Break point saved, 2 out of 3 for JARRY, 0 of 1 for Casper. That's a big stat as well. Neither guy doing stellar on return. Well, RUUD doing pretty well on second serve, but yeah, nothing huge there. But a key stat I would say is JARRY first serve points won to RUUD 76. And also just RUUD isn't getting any free points on first serve, which is not faring well for RUUD. And we'll see how he does in the latter parts of the set. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream so far. Like, subscribe. We're here all year round, not just for the 250s, although for the 250s as well, we love to put weight on these kind of matches, and but Roland Garros as well, all of the major tournaments. Like, subscribe. We're here year round. So big serve down the line. RUUD runs around it for a forehand, back into RUUD's backhand. RUUD tries to carve under a forehand, but hits in the middle of the net. Shot in the net from Casper. Hey, what's up? My name is coming over here from Chile. You gotta love the internet, right? All from different kinds of countries. We can all watch matches like this together. That's awesome. That's the magic of the internet, guys. RUUD returning 15 love from JARRY. JARRY's been serving great. And RUUD does not want to just let up in these service games because his first serve has not been doing it in this set. So he wants to try. He's one game away from the match, technically, even though JARRY is serving. And he'll want to try to get done on a return game. Yeah, Daniel, it smells tiebreak. Exactly, that's what I'm thinking as well. This has tiebreak written all over it, to be honest. Both guys not letting up and both guys serving like hell out there. Crazy. Crazy stats. This could be the most important game of the game. Yeah, absolutely, Christian. That's it. Could be the most important game of the match. Never know. RUUD is 3 points away. But it's JARRY serving. He's been solid. JARRY serves out wide to RUUD's forehand, just out. RUUD forehand to JARRY's back JARRY's backhand to RUUD's backhand. RUUD hits in the net, 30-15 for JARRY. Yeah, we're getting to the very business end of this match, you know. The end of the end. We're getting right there, 5-all. It's the fun of tennis. You don't know who's going to win, especially in a high-level match like this. And it has been high level. Hey, Skyle, what's up? Thanks for joining the chat. Love to have you here. Awesome. Yeah, 30-15 for JARRY. Third set. JARRY hits a backhand wide and long. Was looking to finish the point way too early. JARRY's kind of breathing heavy. I think JARRY might be a little bit tired. I'm not sure. That was a weird shot. He hasn't been doing that early in rallies. Particularly in first set, he was finishing a little bit earlier than I would have liked, hitting a lot of unforced errors. He has at times throughout this match, but he's usually done it like 5 or 6 shots in. Their second shot of the rally just completely misses it. Goes for it way too early, and suddenly RUUD is 2 points away on a JARRY service game. JARRY's going to want, if JARRY wants a place in this match, he's going to have to pick it up right here. And he does. Hits an ace out wide. Huge point, guys. It's not deuce, it's not break point, but this is a massive point at 40-30 for JARRY. Get to that in a second. Big point here. JARRY kick serve to Casper's forehand from JARRY, inside out. Casper backhand, get right on the baseline. Thought it was heading out. JARRY backhand well deep in the court, and Casper can't handle it. Yeah, we're at 5-5. Leander, Nicolas says Leander Paes is an emotion. Yeah, he was a great player. Love to see Indian tennis still doing well with Bopana winning at, I believe, Indian Wells. He's the last kind of guy of those guys left. And Yeah, it's great to see that some are still around. I believe Mirza retired earlier this year, and she was fantastic for Indian women's sports in general. So Pace was awesome. He was very passionate, very talented. Always said what he thought out there, which, but yeah, he was an emotion. I like that way of putting it. That's awesome, Ghost. Saw Pace and Wawrinka run doubles together in Cincinnati one year. That sounds like a blast. Back to the match. RUUD serving, serve out wide, and JARRY floats return long. I don't know. JARRY had that one return game in the set, but otherwise I just feel like RUUD is kind of cruising on serve. 30 love for RUUD on the deuce side now. He's serving. RUUD hits a shot long. We're at 30-15. Hey, Jane, thank you for the 2. I appreciate that. Yeah, I appreciate that a lot. Yeah, pretty new to the channel, but I appreciate all of you guys that like welcoming me in and whatever. And yeah, I'm a fan of the channel as well. So love it. Yeah. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'm really enjoying commentating. So as long as we can both be happy, I'm happy talking about it. Glad you're happy to listen. 30-15 for RUUD. And RUUD hits it long on the wide on the back end. This looked like an easy service game. Not so easy now. Not so easy now. JARRY keeps saying, I'm still in this. JARRY's mentality is proving to be the biggest weapon on the court. Not his forehand. Not his serve. It's what's up here. And JARRY's playing his mind. JARRY's playing an amazing game. Amazing mental game. Amazing return from JARRY. Slice up to a forehand volley from RUUD, and it's just too good. But that was an amazing return from JARRY. Came out of nowhere. I thought there's no way he was going to hit an effective shot off that return. The replay missed it. That was an amazing return. Let's see that return again. Nope, just seeing the last shot that JARRY can get. JARRY frustrated. Anyway, good point from RUUD, and he hung tough because that was not easy. Yeah, whatever you got, Nihar, I'll take it. No, I'm kidding. But JARRY's acing RUUD. Yeah, absolutely. JARRY's playing a great game. JARRY backhand. RUUD runs around the backhand, hits a forehand. RUUD another forehand down the line. Level's really picking up now. RUUD runs around another backhand, comes to net. Not great shot. JARRY with the pass of the match, ladies and gentlemen. Hands in the air. A little bit banana shot, Nadal style. That's what I'm talking about. From JARRY. He is not giving up. He said, not today. I'm about to lose this game. Yeah, right. He is sticking in this like a champ. Amazing pass. Hand in the air. Let's get those Chilean fans excited. JARRY is playing an amazing match. This is not RUUD. This is JARRY. And RUUD hits a slice into the net, but that's all that last point. RUUD must be tired. He must be bewildered that JARRY could even pull that shot off. This is JARRY hanging tough and getting rewards for it. This is JARRY hanging tough. All right, JARRY with the break point. This could be the most important point of the match. And we'll see. RUUD runs around the backhand, hits a forehand. Forehand to RUUD's backhand. RUUD way out positioning, tries to get his balance. Can't get a shot, hit a shot to his right, can't run to it, and JARRY hits a winner, 6-5. Incredible stuff from JARRY. This is what you like to see. And this is amazing stuff at the tail end of what's been a very high-level match, to be honest. Haven't seen many tweeners. Haven't seen much drama. But man, when you go down to the stats, when you go down to how these guys have served, how these guys have hit, how complete they've been, really. Very impressive. Enjoying this a lot. I hope you guys are too. We're at 6-5. And RUUD could be out of his warm-up for Roland Garros. Jarry's like in Geneva, that's it. Won the Chilean Open earlier in the year on a resurgence. Jarry was outside of the ATP rankings. He didn't have a ranking. Climbed his way back. Amazing story. And now he's playing the tennis of his life. I saw him play some amazing tennis. This is probably the best tennis I've seen him play all year. Maybe against Alcaraz in the first set and a half, but man, this is tough stuff from Jarry. I'll tell you that much. Very tough stuff. Yeah, that's it. Like and subscribe, guys. We're getting to the end of this match, but the end of this match is not the end of this event, or especially Roland Garros coming up. So like and subscribe, guys. Stick around. Stick around for the end of this one. I'm gonna miss Garin and Roland Garros. Yeah, I was sad to see that withdrawal. Was starting to play really good tennis. Amazing clay quarter. Very sad for me to see that from Garin. Nihar, I'm fancying my chances over Zverev with Jarry. Yeah, Jarry's playing amazing. I don't think that's a bad bet. Jarry hits a serve down the line. Being a RUUD fan is hard sometimes. You and me both know it, Jarrett. You and me both know it, but man, it's not RUUD though. RUUD's playing great too. I mean, trust me, man. RUUD's playing great. It's just Jarry. Jarry with the serve out wide, but hits the top of the net. RUUD's playing well too. I can't really say much. RUUD's playing well too. Jarry at 15 love. Jarry serve out wide to RUUD's backhand. Jarry hits a forehand again out wide to RUUD's backhand, but he hits the net. That felt like a little bit of a nervy shot because he had the advantage. Jarry's not going to be happy with that. We could see nerves have a play here on either side. Jarry serving 15-all. Big serve down the line. Jarry comes in with a great serve and volley, hits a shot at the net. Jarry's comfortable at net. Has a great reach on net, has a great smash. RUUD has an amazing lob, very underrated lob on RUUD, but he can't use it in this match because Jarry's just been solid as rocks on the smash and volleys, as you saw there. Go Jarry. He's a bit unstable, but I'm with him. Yeah, Carlos, he's 2 points away now. Papa, come on, RUUD. You never know in tennis. RUUD's a fighter, but it's looking all Jarry now. 40-15 Jarry. For one of the biggest wins of his career. It's hard to say where this ranks, especially with 2023 version RUUD, but RUUD's played well too. I mean, I've mentioned the serving stats a lot. RUUD's played a fantastic match. Jarry, okay, guys, match point. Jarry bouncing the ball, 40-15, 6-5 in the third. Can he get this win? Huge win. Serve out wide, but he misses it. Looked like it was going to bounce very short in the box too. Kind of a weird hit. Second serve, which could be a sign of nerves, but we'll see what happens. Second serve. Yeah, ball toss is way off. That's the first time I've seen him catch the ball. Very nervy is Jarry, who fought so valiantly. Big kick serve out to RUUD's forehand. RUUD with the forehand to Jarry's backhand. We're going backhand to backhand. Backhand to Jarry's forehand. Had a chance to attack. Didn't take it. Another chance to attack. Just playing it safe. RUUD forehand out wide. Jarry with the backhand comes in. RUUD gets him with the pass. RUUD saves match point. We're at deuce. Or sorry, we're at 40-30. My bad. Still match point for Mr. Casper RUUD. That was one of two saved. Jarry will have 2 more serves to go. Yeah, the ball toss is very high, I think. I don't know if that's what you're getting at, but yeah, it is a little bit weird to me as well, but whatever works, he's got match point, but serve down the line, it could be the ending shot. RUUD puts up a lob, RUUD puts up another lob, Jarry with the smash, he's been so solid, puts it away, cross court. Nicolas Jarry takes out Casper RUUD at the Geneva Open quarterfinals. Crowd is cheering. RUUD very nice at the net, which is great to see. RUUD always nice to the players. But JARRY has announced himself in 2023, and RUUD didn't play bad. RUUD didn't play bad. We saw his stats. He was playing pretty well. But JARRY played an amazing match, was down 30 love, I believe, at 5-all when he broke. Fought with some amazing shots in that game. And just broke Casper's spirits, who's running low on confidence anyway. But to me, that was like nearly 100% JARRY. I don't know about you guys, but amazing stuff from JARRY to take out the 2022 U.S. Open finalists, the 2022 Roland Garros finalists, and you can add a couple of others in there, including ATP Finals. But JARRY gets it done and knocks out the king of Clay 250, guys. Isn't that right? The king of Clay 250 is out of the event. We know how much RUUD has won at these events, but JARRY dethrones the king. All right. Yeah, that's right. Ghost of Girolitis, big win for JARRY. Congratulations to him. Thank you guys for sticking around too. Remember to like and subscribe. I'll be here for more matches as well. Great match. This has been awesome. 7-5 in the third. JARRY gets it down, knocks out Casper. Yeah, Daniel, well done, JARRY, the best Chilean tennis player. Yeah, I think you'd have to say that now, although Guerin is still in the conversation, but I would agree with you. I think the best player of this year has, without doubt, been JARRY. He's been awesome. Yeah, JARRY definitely had the faith to win the match. That's right. That's right. Yeah, Lalo, amazing JARRY. That's right. That's right. Ghost, does this change how the bookies rate RUUD for Roland Garros? Honestly, I would be hard-pressed if it changes it vastly. I don't know exactly what they had RUUD at. I know they had him behind a lot of players. I know he's behind Rune, Alcaraz, Djokovic, probably behind Tsitsipas as well, if not Sinner. And Medvedev probably as well in there after winning Rome. I don't know if he's 7th on there or what it is, but I think he's probably going to keep his spot. I don't think it's it's going to be a heartbreaker for RUUD, and he would have liked to use this event to get momentum. Personally, I think it will change it slightly, but not enough to really completely hold the horses, because it's not like RUUD was in amazing form anyway, never losing matches. So still, amazing win for JARRY, and he played awesome. JARRY played awesome. And the heartbreaker for RUUD, who's already had a really tough season about it. And here's hoping that he does better in Roland Garros defending the points, and that he does well in later events. Tennis needs Casper RUUD, in my opinion. I think he's great for the sport. That's my opinion on Casper RUUD. I think he's a very talented player, not the flashiest, but uses his talent to be effective. Wasn't effective enough today. JARRY gets the win. Yeah, thank you, Max. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Had fun with the stream, for sure. And yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Hey, thank you, Ghost, with the 2. Appreciate it, Ghost. Yeah, it was a fun match to commentate. A lot of fun. I'll be back for sure. Hey. Appreciate all the nice words in the super chats, really do. Gene Paul with the 1. Oh, I love that. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Fun match, right? Hey, Peaches with the 5. Thank you, Peaches. Yeah, appreciate it. Wow. Big match. Big loss for RUUD, but yeah, crazy. Crazy stuff. Do I think this is a blessing in disguise for Casper to lose early in Geneva to prepare for RG? Honestly, I think it's just too hard to say. I think it really depends on different outcomes, and who knows what would have happened had RUUD kept on going, and if he would have been too tired, but maybe he could have gotten better confidence. It's just pros and cons. For me, I would have liked to see RUUD win this match, and especially such a tight match that he had a lead. First set in a breaker. So I do think that he could have definitely he could have used with 1 or 2 more matches. If he made a semifinal or final, I feel like he would have been happy enough with this result here. Here, I feel like he'll be a little bit disappointed. So that's what I would say. I feel like he feels like he has the fitness to play this event. I feel like he'll be more disappointed than anything. Yeah, thanks, Speeches. I appreciate that. Yeah, thank you for all the super chats. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Appreciate it a lot. It's a lot of fun. Yeah. Yeah, Shelly on upset now. JARRY versus Sasha. Yeah, I'm with you. I kind of like JARRY's odds. I think Zverev is playing some of his best tennis on clay of the season so far. Actually, I think his best tennis on clay, I think we've seen in this tournament, which is great for him going into RG. But yeah, I think I would take JARRY. I'm a bit of a I'm a bit of a risk taker when it comes to odds too. So I would take JARRY in that one. I think that's a decent bet. For sure. Try to get to this final comment here from Ghost of Geralitis. Anthony, what do I think what are my thoughts on Eubanks's chances against Runa? That's an interesting match. I haven't gotten around to seeing all of the Roland Garros draw kind of matchups, but that's definitely an interesting one. I think on clay Runa is too good though. I think on clay, Eubanks is aggressive, and I don't think Runa is going to mind that very much, to be honest. I think Runa is going to be able to handle it. Only first round. Runa is going to be super fresh. Eubanks loves the aggressive game coming forward, like we know, and it's going to be tough for Eubanks. I'm predicting Runa in straight sets. I don't know if Eubanks is going to have a very big hold on that match. Okay, let me get to one last comment here. How do I evaluate Jarry's potential going forward? I think it's great. Great player, and he's going to absolutely be a big player moving forward. He's 6'6", but he's not just a big server. He has a great forehand. Was serving amazing today. Just a super talented guy. Great at net. Great smash. Everything like that. All right. Okay. Well, thank you guys for joining in. Make sure to like and subscribe. I'm out. And yeah. Casper RUUD with the win over Nicolas JARRY in the quarterfinals of Geneva Open. And we'll see what JARRY can do against Zverev. All right. Thank you guys for watching. It was a good one.